We have a whole new family of flex tools today, and these are the new caulking guns, as well as some new accessories we'll go over after we go through the caulking guns. Now, for the most part, the bodies of the caulking guns, the motors, the drives, everything else is pretty much the same, other than the length of the drive bars as well as the size of the actual carriages on them. So let's go ahead and dig into these. First, we have the Flex FX6211. That's your normal 10-ounce caulking gun that's going to fit your typical 10-ounce cartridges. You'll find it Home Depot, Lowe's, Amazon, wherever you buy your paint store. We actually get these at a local paint store. But your typical caulk, silicone, things like that. This is a 10-ounce tube. This is going to fit the regular 6211 carriage. Now, things don't stop there. Again, we'll go over these things in just one moment. Now, these will all run on the Flex 24-volt platform. And the nice thing about tools like this is there's not a lot of stress on runtime or really even applying the power. So you can really run on a smaller battery and get by with less weight and less bulk if you have them. So this is their 2.5 amp hour stack pack battery. And so it's going to be very nice and compact, but still have a ton of power. And again, runtime, you're still going to get tons of tubes out with just one battery charge on this tool. So again, it's going to run on their 24-volt battery platform. Love the fuel gauge on these batteries. Very easy to see on either side of the battery. Just push the button, it stays lit for several seconds. And again, no matter what side you're on, you can see how much juice you have left in there. Now we have right here, have a puncture tip built into the carriage of the tool. It tucks away right there. It's always nice to have, so you're not looking for a coat hanger or a long stick or skinny screwdriver to stick through the hole, especially if you're trimming it real small when you're doing that fine detail work with the caulk or silicone. Now the push tube, you do not have to run the motor to actually drive it backwards and forwards. All you have to do is depress the switch. Let me switch this around here, right here, and then this is going to free this up to slide back and forth. Now, you don't have to worry about that each time you get done, letting off the trigger, because it's going to automatically use its dripless technology when you're driving. When you let off the trigger, you see it's automatically going to pull back, taking all the stress, all the pressure off that tube, so it lessens the ability for it to actually drip out. Now, sometimes you'll have those tubes that are just, really watery, and they're gonna drip anyway. But for the most part, this is going to have that anti-drip technology. You also have, it says 6 speeds, but it's really kind of variable because you can dial this in wherever you want to between 3 and 4 and 2 and 3. And we get that brushless technology in the motor, as well as the variable speed in the trigger as well. No, we do not get variable speed in the trigger, which totally makes sense, because wherever we dial it in, we want to pull the trigger and it have that push speed, not something different by just the variation of the trigger. But we can again dial that back where that's near 1 there. You see it's barely pushing, and then once it gets to the end, it's automatically going to pull back. There's 1, and there's 6. And then right here, there's a little switch right there. I can pull that down, and that's going to lock the trigger. So if you're carrying that around, you don't accidentally bump it, or it's in the back of your truck or something like that, and the trigger gets pushed, and then you got caulk or silicone or liquid nails everywhere. Now, they say the max flow rate is 33, I think, IPM. Would that be inches per minute? Something like that. And I don't know at what size hole that is in cutting that open. So really don't know how to measure that flow rate, but we'll show you, how fast we can go, how slow we can go here in a few moments as well. Also, we have 670 pounds of push force. So those thicker consistency fluids or thicker consistency materials, such as like urethane, putting in windshields, things like that, this thing is going to have no problem pushing that at 670 pounds or 300 newtons. These are all also accessory ready. In other words, if I wanted to change this out to a different accessory, it's very easy to do so. I can just turn this like a quarter turn, pull this off. I do not have to remove the push button or whatever that is. Again, push it back on, lock it down, and this still rotates without loosening as well. So that's really nice. Put my tubes in, just slide this in. Obviously, I'm going to have to slide that pusher back and then push that in, and I'm ready to go. But very easy to change out the accessories, also very easy to load the tubes as well. You also see the trigger is a large trigger, so really you can push this with 1 finger, 2 fingers, or just kind of have a variation of how you want to grab that, push that, whatever. It's not a small trigger that you have to reach for. It's going to be plenty big enough for you to be able to get into whatever area you need to, and still being able to reach around and actually pull the trigger. So this is the 6211, the FX 6211, 10 ounce, and this is $199. Now this next one is the 29 ounce cartridges, or the 29 ounce tubes. I do not have any of the 29 ounces, but if you use those, you know exactly what we're talking about. If you don't, then you probably don't have to worry about it anyway, but just your much larger, really your largest tubes that are anyways common. And this is the FX 6231. So you see you get a longer push, obviously. Also the larger carriage right here as well. Same idea though, you slip the tubes in the same way for changing out accessories. You can slip this off and be able to slip that right back on. So easy, just quarter turn, pull it off, quarter turn, lock it back on. Again, the same speed in all of these, and the same technology as far as, you know, pulling back the push bar, changing out the carriage, you name it. Same locking technology right here. And then your 6-speed dial right here as well. You're just going to be dispensing a lot more fluid or a lot more material with these larger 29 ounce tubes. So really this is, again, the largest that you'd be using when it comes to your common caulking, adhesive, urethane tubes. Now this is the FX 6231, and the price on this is $209. And then finally, we get to the FX 6221, and this has the 20 ounce sausage packs. In other words, it's a very flexible, 20 ounce tube. And again, if you use them, then you know exactly what we're talking about. So your larger capacities in the softer sausage packs where you're puncture the end, then you can put this end on and you can trim these ends however you want to, but these ends are reusable. They also have O-rings on here to seal quite nicely. So you can put your sausage pack in, trim the end, or cut it with your razor knife, lock it back on, and now you're ready to go with your sausage packs to dispense all the material that you need. Again, the larger 20 ounces that are going to give you basically double of what these tubes are, and there's really no residual. They push down to about nothing. I thought I had one around here. I do not, but I think you get it. If you use them, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It also comes with 2 pushers here. This one's got a little bit broader of a base to it than the other, and it's also got a sealing ring right here as well. So it's going to seal as it pushes down, but the same idea for changing out accessories. Just pull this out, and you can see here's the pusher that's in it, and this is the pusher that it comes with. So just a little bit different variation. You see the backside. This has got more of a conical type or a kind of a concave, and this is more of a just kind of a flat face. So just depending on which one you like or which one you want, you can put on whichever one you want. It comes with both. And also it comes with 3 different tips as well. Again, same 6 speeds, same speed on this, the locking trigger, the slide lock over here to actually release this and be able to pull it and push it. Same power, same speed, so the 670 pounds and the 300 newtons. And the price on this is $230. So $200 for the 10 ounce, then $210 for the 29 ounce, and $230 for the 20 ounce because it is an aluminum tube here. Now let's get into the accessories on these, because as we mentioned that all of these are basically identical as far as power, what they run on with a 24 volt battery, as far as the push sticks, if you will. Just some are longer than the others. By the way, the 29 ounce and the 20 ounce sausage pack have the same length pusher on them. So really converting those is a lot easier than going from your 6211, which is your 10 ounce tubes, to the larger sausage packs. But you can do that to any of these. So here is the 6211. If I want to swap that out to a 20-ounce sausage pack, which again comes with the 3 tips, as well as the different pusher here, all I have to do is there's a little Allen wrench here tucked away, and there's a little hex head screw or Allen screw right here. Back that out, take that off. Take this off. Push the button. Got to take this handle off. And there's really 2 different ways to do this. And I can pull it out that way. Push this back in. Push the button. Put our handle back on. Now I can put my sausage pack on. And I'm good to go. And you get full travel. All the way down. Which pushes that all the way out the end. And then if I wanted to put on my larger 29 ounce, as you can see, I mentioned the push stick is the same. You see it's identical. The only difference is the actual plunger on here, and that's the other way that we can swap these out if we wanted to. So we can take the plunger end off, and in this case, since the plunger stick or the drive piece is the same size, I could screw this on, or I could have swapped it out this way by pulling it out the back side. It will not pull out the back side because there are no teeth right here. So I did it the right way by taking the rear side off, and then I just need to change out the plunger. But as far as push stick, it's the same. Now I can put my 29 ounce on and lock that in, and now I'm ready to use the largest tubes, the 29 ounces. And if I wanted to take the larger one and change down to the 10 ounce, we could do that too. We'll start out in 1, just see what kind of flow we get out of here. By the way, you need a battery. That may help. I have the trigger depressed. It's barely running in 1. You go ahead and speed it up a little. Okay, now I've got it back down to 1. So there's the flow rate at 1. Let's go to 2. So you see, just in speed 2 is probably more than you need when you're running just some caulk around windows and baseboards. That's 3. Here's 4. Here's 5. And then here's 6. And I think we're done with the tube. Let's see. Yep, there we go. So there's a full 10-ounce tube. Speed 1, speed 2, speed 3, speed 4, speed 5, and speed 6.